Do I really have to network to be successful? I would say the answer is no, but you do need relationships. I'm Greg, I'm the Introverted Networker, and in this video, I'm tackling the question of, do I have to network to be successful? A lot of people ask this because I think they're thinking about networking in the wrong way. They're thinking about networking as going to events and shaking hands and making small talk and then somehow developing a connection with somebody and doing business with them. And what I find is too often people think of networking as sales. They're thinking about, I'm going out to network to sell myself to somebody else so that they will give me a job or give me a business opportunity. And that's the big problem with networking. And that's what I'm trying to change. I'm trying to change the way people feel about networking. Because when you feel like you're selling yourself, a lot of people don't like to do that. Most of us are not natural salespeople. And so what I would say is you don't have to go sell yourself in order to be successful. Now, you do need to develop relationships with other people, professional relationships with people, because developing professional relationships helps people get to know you. They know what you can do, and they can connect you with opportunities. So for your career, for your business, you are going to need other people. You are going to need relationships. How do you form those relationships? You form those relationships in a very thoughtful, intentional, sustainable way in which you reach out to people, have a conversation with them, a very genuine conversation. You ask them about themselves, you listen to what they're saying, you try to help them in some way. And when they ask you what they can do for you, then you make sure that you are very easy to help by being very specific about what it is they can do for you and making the ask something reasonable so they almost can't say no to you. But you do need those relationships. I've seen this throughout my career. I've seen this through people I've worked with. So many people I talk to say most of their opportunities in their career and businesses came through relationships, through people they knew. And they may not have really been thinking about networking in that way, but that is networking. And so again, the traditional thought of networking is you go to these events, you shake a bunch of hands, and then you're going to make a connection. That almost never works. And it especially never works for people who hate going to networking events like me. I hate going to networking events. I try to avoid them. That doesn't mean I never go, but it's not my preferred method. I do a lot of connecting one-on-one. I start with people who I know, and from there I get introduced to new people. That's how my network grows. That's how I find new opportunities. And that's how you can approach it too. If the thought of going to a networking event, if the thought of that in your mind makes you feel just awkward, there is another way to do it. And it's actually pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. And the great thing about it is you do it on your schedule, in your own sort of space, your own sort of comfort zone. And you can do it in a way that's really sustainable for you, in a way that works for you. You are back in control of the relationships. So hopefully that helps and maybe changes the way you think about networking a little bit. If so, please give this channel a follow, subscribe to it, leave a comment with questions, and of course, hit the link to join my newsletter in the introvertednetworker.com. I put that out every Saturday for my audience, and I give them my sort of best tips, strategies, approaches, problem solving for any of their networking challenges. So again, I'm Greg, I'm the Introverted Networker. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video.